Hey, Christine Regan Lake, nice to see you again. So today I would like to talk to you about um, trauma debt. So what is trauma debt? Trauma debt is the experience of when someone incurs a tremendous amount of debt as a response to something traumatic in their life. For myself, having lived through this, after my mom passed away, I had such feelings of grief and helplessness and hopelessness that in the following year, I ended up making some very bad financial decisions. I went on to incur a significant amount of debt. I was I was actually living from a financial perspective. I was actually living in a triggered state of fight or flight, and I was, unfortunately, made some bad decisions. I mean, thankfully, nothing like horrific, and I was able to recover from it, but I know what it's like to live through that, and it's pretty awful. So one of the things to remember and to understand is that in terms of our financial life is intimately connected to our personal life, to our childhood, to experiences we have in our childhood when we witnessed our parents interacting with money. And unfortunately, some of the most heated exchanges you might have seen with your parents could have been fights over money. And the problem is that we end up developing, first of all, we develop really bad core beliefs about money and about ourself and about self-worth and about, kind of worthiness and capabilities and things like that, which can later on cause people to be chronic under earners where they um, it kind of disabled their ability to have self-worth and self-esteem, to be able to even visualize themselves being in a job or a career that was like fulfilling and also financially abundant. Trauma debt also can have far-reaching consequences in terms of the longer you go without addressing it and healing it, the more you continue to overspend to get yourself further and further into debt. One of the biggest challenges around financial trauma can be people's their coping mechanism is denial, where they don't open their credit card statement, they don't open their financial statements, they open up their financial statements, or if they do open up their financial statements, it causes massive panic attacks. But so denial is really about not being willing or able to look at the reality of your financial situation. And as a result of that, you can't figure out a solid plan to be able to get your way out of the problem because you refuse to look at it. You can't fix what you refuse to acknowledge is broken. So, the ability to force yourself to look at your numbers, force yourself to look at your credit card statements, your 401k, your retirement, your spending, putting together a budget. These are all of the things that are required to kind of level up your financial management skills, your financial abilities, things like that. So, denial is never good, and you cannot find your way out when you refuse to look at the reality of the situation. But one of the most important things to do is have emotional healing work and to actually release the negative anchors that are in the body. I'm actually a healer. I have been a practicing energy healer for 10 years. And I work with people to release those negative traumas that are trapped in the body that cause that anxiety and the fear and the trauma that cause, bad behaviors that continue to have that person hold the belief that they're not worthy of earning an abundant income, that they are not capable of managing their money well, that they don't have the intelligence or the intellect to be able to, be a savvy financial investor. So, getting to the root of the issue is, it's like anything else. If you have PTSD, you have to heal the core wound that is causing the anxiety and the trauma. And the reality is, it's that underlying fear, anxiety, trauma, grief, whatever it is for you, everybody has a different story. It's that underlying wound, it's that trauma that is causing the bad behaviors and the dysfunctional beliefs. So if you want to change the fruits of the tree, you have to change the roots, in the tree. And the roots are both the beliefs that you hold at the subconscious level, and that they are anchored into the body and the nervous system from emotionally traumatizing experiences from the past. With energy work, we can release those anchors, and you can then move on to, elevate your financial position, improve your financial management skills, and take greater responsibility regarding your money, career, and finances. So I would love to work with you and support you in overcoming any of these challenges. I've been there myself. I walked through the fire and came through the other side, and it's a beautiful thing to heal our wounds and to face reality for what it is, and then to learn to become a disciplined financial steward of your life. So I hope you found value in that. As usual, I'd like to mention that in my description box is a link to my fundraising page for Operation Underground Railroad. I am an abolitionist, and I am committed to raising $1 million for Operation Underground Railroad, which rescues children from human trafficking. And so I would love it if you felt compelled to donate anything that you could to this organization. They are doing God's work on this planet, and they are rescuing these children. There are over 2 million children in slavery today all around the world. And Operation Underground Railroad puts together covert operations to go in and rescue these children. They are an amazing organization, and every single penny in that fundraising page goes to them. So I appreciate you coming by and listening. And if you like my videos, please feel free to subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified when I upload new videos, because I'm constantly putting up new content. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye bye.